Warning, these kind of videos are not for everybody.
But they are for some of us.
Okay, what we're going to do right now is just get a report of the constant harassment, stalking and harassment, and continuing violation of my constitutional rights by the city of Lynn Haven.
Wait, hold up. You are the one who called them.
Private contractors and their co-conspirators just called the sheriffs to file another report after speaking to Brother Taharka. All is well, and yourself?
I'm Deputy Hill.
Okay. I'm filming you just to let you know.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. You want to step inside or you want to?
That's fine. I don't know if he's going to come with me or not.
All right.
I don't want to have to get up and ruin our train of thought as we're talking.
That's right.
Sir, I can more than assure you, the issues at hand will not require too much brain power.
While I'm waiting on him, go ahead and get your information, because I'm sure we're going to do a report on whatever we're talking about here.
Okay.
What's your first name?
I go by Jabir El Bay.
Okay.
Okay, but here's the situation.
Okay.
The crimes that are being committed against Christopher Harris, which happens to be the all caps person. I'm actually the authorized representative for Christopher Harris, but I go by Jabir El Bay.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stop you there. That's fine. I respect whatever you go by.
Right.
But if you want a report, I have to document it with your legal name. You know what I mean?
All right, that's cool. I'm just stating that for the record.
Okay. Where Christopher Harris, you said?
Right.
Okay. And is he available? I mean...
Oh, I'm his authorized representative. Well, actually, Christopher Harris is a all caps fiction.
Delusion.
I'm his authorized representative. He's a fiction. I own him, and I represent him.
Okay.
For anybody who's having a rough time following along, he's using a different name. And the name that claims to own is his own. It's all nonsense.
Can you do me a favor?
Sure.
While we're talking, can you not put your hands in your pockets? I appreciate it.
Sure.
I'm sure you understand. Okay. Well, aside from the names and all that, what is happening? What's going on?
I'm just documenting. I just spoke to my legal advisor.
Okay.
And I don't think I ever seen you out here before.
No.
Yeah.
I work with the city, so I just started here.
Okay, man. It's been ongoing stuff with Lynn Haven, and I guess me for years.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, it goes back. I mean, hundreds of reports, man. I'm so sick and tired of it. It's crazy. So I'm a Muslim. The only thing I do is, get reports, document it, stay away from everything. You see what I'm saying?
No, not at all.
Okay, but it's just constant harassment between the Lynn Haven Police Department and myself.
Delusion.
Okay. Now, these reports you're talking about, are these reports that are with us?
Yeah, I mean, it went to being over like 150, almost 200 reports with them, and then me figuring out, okay, they're not going to do anything. They hate you, okay? I started dealing with the sheriffs, and then it still continued with the sheriffs. I thought things were going to cool out when I started dealing with the sheriffs. I choose not to contract with the city of Lynn Haven. Whenever I have a problem or issue with their co-conspirators, which might be these so-called neighbors around me, I call the sheriffs to try to get some assistance, and not Lynn Haven.
Well, it sounds to me like someone have had words with one too many officers, and now you don't got nobody to call because you want to go act a certain kind of way out there. So now you want to call the sheriffs because you figure you're going to get somebody who you have not dealt with yet. Newsflash. Nobody's buying your nonsense. We're not going to play with your soap opera. We're not going to get along. None of that nonsense.
Hey, that's fine with
That's
us.
my constitutional right. Right, but see, actually what they're doing, they violate my constitutional rights. I won't say every time. It used to be every time that I leave the house, either coming or going. I mean, either coming or returning. some type of contact from their co-conspirators or either from them. So instead of me reacting to it, I just choose to get reports. Then as you can see, that's not even all of them. That's a portion of them.
So what you're saying is, as you're coming and going, Lynn Haven PD is constantly coming and going from your neighbors?
No. As I'm leaving, you know, I might go out, take a walk or whatever. They're going to make sure that they pass by, pull folks in front of me. Hey, traffic stops get increased wherever I'm at, especially up by the bridge. You see what I'm saying? And then they try to play it off like, okay, we're just doing our job. Okay, that's a good excuse. Anytime they get a chance to turn on their lights, turn on their horn, I could be passing in front of the car. You know, the siren comes on. I had to make a report about that.
So what you're saying is you feel that they are trying to make a presence known to you when you're around.
I don't feel that. I know
You
that.
know that.
That's why I'm continuously just documenting. I'm following instructions from my legal advisor.
Yeah, I got you.
And see my rights. And see, whenever my constitutional rights are constantly being broken, that's why that landscape timber is out there. Okay, they've already violated my 4th and 5th Amendment rights by confiscation of personal property.
What's up with that? What is up with the?
Oh, first of all, let's come inside.
Okay.
Please. I'll tell you all about it because whenever we talk, you know how neighbors and stuff get.
Yeah, you don't want them looking over here.
I mean,
Trying to eavesdrop on you.
exactly. I mean, see that whole landscape timber thing was, I was getting ready. I wanted to resod the front. Okay, so what I did, I put one landscape timber up there. Okay, I'm very respectful of the law. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We're Muslims, we're Moors. We respect the law. We understand a whole different level of it.
You serious?
So I put the landscape timber up there right where it's at now. The individual lives next door. She comes home and I'm pretty sure it's in the report right here. It's in the report. Because even when I put the first timber up there, I made sure that the male lady could, you know, get by. And not block her
that's usually
right. I'm not here to cause any trouble. Okay, so it was back out of her way. And then as a matter of fact, as the mail lady was coming up, I asked her, is this out of your way? She said, yeah. I mean, I already knew it was. And then I said, well, how is my mailbox? Because I was thinking about doing something up here, you know, with the mailbox. And she said, oh, your mailbox is fine. So everything was out of the way when I left. She came home, probably pushed it out front. So then when Lynn Haven showed up, it was probably sticking where it should not have been.
Was it code enforcement that came by?
No, that was Lynn Haven.
Okay.
Okay, so when they came by, you know, they knocked on the door. I was like, I don't like contracting with them, so I was speaking with them through the door. And I told them, if you take it, you know, you're stealing my property. And
So you wouldn't even come to the door and talk and get a resolution to your own problem.
they took it. Okay, if you read the report, it says...
Did you reported that already?
Yeah, it's right here. I had to call the sheriff. Check it out.
Who took this report?
They told her to take the property, didn't return it. If they had any kind of morals and wanted to do the right thing, they would have returned my property back to me. But they just said, hey, do what you want to with it. And I still don't have that my property back. That's personal private property that the city of Lynn Haven, private contractors, and the co-conspirator just took from me.
What's wrong with you?
Okay, so I put another one up there.
Now, this here about, did he bring the timber back to you?
I was just getting to that.
Okay.
That first incident, I never received my property back. I put another one out there. They took it again. I got another report. Okay? The deputy did the right thing. He went over there, he looked, he saw it, he brought it back.
Correct.
Lynn Haven could have did the same, but you see the prejudice against me?
Delusion.
With the neighbors? Is this the issue with the neighbors?
These are their co-conspirators.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I mean,
No, I don't. And I almost fell asleep during your explanation. You talk too slow. Get to the point, okay? Nobody is conspiring with law enforcement to come after you and timber from your property. This is the dumbest thing I've ever... What do? You posting one of those more signs on there? This is my land kind of nonsense? Let's just say it is your house and you bought the thing. You gonna pay taxes on it from now on. I mean, we might buy these homes, but we don't never completely own them. We got to give unto Caesar.
I mean, the pattern has been established, and the only thing that I choose to do is just get documentation, as I'm instructed to do.
Let me ask you, you say they're co-conspirators with Lynnhaven. Mm-hmm. Do they have any kind of ties to them, to law enforcement at all?
Yeah. She works at the prison, and then she also works out at the jail.
Do you know her name? Do you know how to spell Kane?
No, not really.
Sure we can find it.
But you see, there's like a lot of different prejudice, preferential treatment, and then it's just overboard. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. My rights constantly being violated. Constitutional rights, constitutional protected rights.
Well, let's see what we can do today. We'll just keep doing these reports. What has happened since then that you would like to report?
Okay. Not last.
Jesus said, whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess before my Father which is in heaven.